18th, and we will be going over EdPuzzle. There's a high school resource site for families and paper tutoring, and also some additional dates. So if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand or unmute yourself. Anyone at any time can mention a comment, or if they have a question or something they want to contribute to the information that's being presented, feel free to do so. So we have here our norms for our virtual meeting, the topics we're going to cover today, and future meeting days. Feel free to mute your mic or unmute your mic when you have an opportunity to make a comment or ask a question. And also feel free to comment whenever you have something to contribute. And we are recording the meeting so we can share it for future to the families that were unable to make it. And you will be receiving a copy of it as well. So something that we would like to share is EdPuzzle. This is a tool that some of the teachers in the classroom use, and it is a way of sharing an assignment with the students and gauging if they're understanding the information that's being presented and if they're listening to the information that's being presented. So what I'm going to do is, in the chat, I'm going to add the link to EdPuzzle, and I'm going to share that with you in the chat, but I'm also going to share it with you on the screen so we can play with it a little bit together and see how EdPuzzle works and how the students are able to use EdPuzzle. So I'm going to click on the link, and then I'm going to share the screen. There's no assignment. Here we go. So here's the assignment. It's a YouTube video. There's no due date, and it's in progress. So I'm going to click on this assignment, and it looks like a video. So the teacher either makes a video, creates a video, or finds a YouTube video relevant to the topic that they're teaching. And in this video, they'll take a clip and they'll add questions throughout the video. So when it's time for a question or a comment or a note, the video will pause, and that question will appear on the right side of the screen for the student. We're gonna go around and we're gonna play that right now. You're gonna see these 4 drops. Each drop is a pause in the video with a comment or question or note. And the student will not be able to fast forward.
Los estudiantes no saben dónde agarrar ayuda otra vez.
Oh, they shouldn't be able to.
Un estudiante en 3.
And this is in English, so I didn't put the Spanish one. I'm sorry. The student won't be able to fast forward the video. There's a feature where the teacher can put do not fast forward. So the student will have to listen to the whole video before getting to the next question. So although this is in Spanish, I'm going to play it briefly so you can see how the video works.
Recibieron 3 o más Fs este primer semestre. Sabemos que es muy difícil, sabemos que muchos de los estudiantes no saben dónde agarrar ayuda extra.
So it paused. So the principal was reviewing information about grades, and the video paused, and then a question pops up. The question is, how many of your students have an F or more in class? And that's just a question that was phrased. So out of a multiple choice, the student would say, well, I wasn't paying attention, I don't remember what, so I'm going to rewatch it. Or, oh, I heard what he said, but I think it was 5. So if they click 5, it's going to say, no, that was not the right answer. Here is the right answer. The answer is 1. And it tells them the score, and then they can hit continue, and it'll go back to the screen to watch the video, and they'll hit play. When they hit play, it's going to play the video continuously, stop at each point for the next question. So out of the 4 dots, there's 2 questions where the student can ask answer a multiple choice or fill in the blank. And then the teacher also has the opportunity to write or leave a note. For example, on this one, the note says, to enter into Aries and review your email, click here. So a teacher can leave a note for a student. If you have more questions about this topic, send me an email, and they can insert their email here. And the student can either rewatch the video, rewatch that section of the clip, or continue. Do you have any questions regarding how EdPuzzle is working, or any questions on how the student can use EdPuzzle? Have you noticed if your student does use EdPuzzle for class assignments, or is it kind of like the first time you hear about EdPuzzle?
I have seen my daughter use it in PE. Her physical education teacher is showing them some videos, and then I've seen her, that they pause, she has to answer the question. So she's been using it for that class.
Okay, cool. This is the first year I hear about EdPuzzle, so I thought it was really interesting, and I thought it was really cool how the teachers can put these videos together, and it's a little interactive, and it makes sure that the students capturing the information, and if they don't capture, they can rewatch the video. So I think it's pretty cool. Do you have any comments or questions regarding this? Okay, we'll move on. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Something new that is live now, it's the Family Resource Site. And the Family Resource Site is particularly for Azteca High School. It has put together a list of school resources and community resources, and it works just like a website. So I know you get the family newsletter, which is twice a month, with some updated resources or something that we found in the community. But this resource site is an actual website that is available to you. We're going to be putting it on the parent tab of the school website. And the resource site looks a little like this. These icons are clickable. This is just a screenshot of it. Food access, health insurance, mental health information, utilities, academic and tech support, physical health, legal support, and other resources. And those other resources are employment information, immigration information, domestic violence information, and even a little bit more detail of what the Azteca City Library offers for all students and all of the Azteca community members. There's also a video here, which is a recording of the immigration information that was recently presented from the Office of Immigrant Affairs regarding the new Biden administration and its rules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share what the resource site looks like. We are putting it on our parent tab of the Azteca High School website, and it's going to be one link, because once you click on the link, you can either click on English or in Spanish. So we're going to share the English one, and the home button shows academic support, all of those tabs as a quicker access, or you can scroll down and click on the links of the images. Sorry, I wasn't sharing it. Or you can click on the links of the images. There's also the information for our 211 specialist, Molly. You don't have to just call 211 and wait on the waiting line. You can call Molly with 211. She works specifically with Azteca, the city of Azteca, and Azteca High School. And it's her work cell phone number here and her email address here. And she has all the information on resources and local information as well. And you can also reach the Parent Center page from Azteca High School. So I'm just going to click on one thing quickly. It's going to be food access. It's the first one we have here. It's going to show you the updated lunch and food distribution for the school district, who qualifies, what you need, other local locations where they are giving food, the days, the times, what you need in order to receive that food. We have St. Francis of Rome, Action Now, Shepherd's Pantry. We have the link to apply for WIC, the link to apply for CalFresh, other food bank locations in the LA region, and even information on local cooking classes for free. We want to make sure that the information we put here is either free or at a very, 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 very low cost. But mostly of the information, 99%, is free information, free resources and free access. And we're also, I'm going to show the mental health one, because it is a topic that maybe many of us don't have information on, and we can go to the resource site, click on Care Mental Health, and find information that's free and available and will help us find information or guide us to the right direction for organizations that Azusa High works with and what the district work with. We have Pacific Clinics, Foothill Family, Information, McKinley as well. So I'm going to put this link for this family resource site in the chat box so you can explore it on your own, and we're going to be sharing it on our social media site as well, so you can explore it on your own. If you have any questions, feel free to unmic, let me know. Okay, so our next topic, I know I'm going kind of fast. There's quite a few things I wanted to share with you today. And one of them is the focus group for Azusa Walks. So Azusa Walks is an effort that the active San Gabriel Valley has put together to find out what are your experiences walking or using public transportation in the city of Azusa. Now, this focus group is going to be composed of parents and caregivers of the city of Azusa. It's going to be today at 4 p.m. I know, pretty soon. And it's going to be through Zoom. I'm adding the link to the chat so you can save it and join it. You can probably click on it now and it'll tell you this meeting hasn't started yet. Please wait in the waiting room. That's perfectly fine. But it's going to be about 30 minutes and it's going to ask you some very simple questions, but it's mostly to ask your opinion on what your experience is in walking in Azusa. Why do you walk? What are some challenges you face? Do you feel safe walking in Azusa? And all that information they're going to take back and make a plan to improve the city of Azusa the best they can. So I clicked on the wrong button, sorry. So here's more information. It's going to be in English and in Spanish. It's going to be in separate breakout rooms. It's going to be about 30 minutes long. And here are some of the questions that they're going to be asking. As mentioned, what are the toughest challenges you face walking in Azusa? What does a more walkable Azusa look like to you? And some of us don't walk, and we never walked in Azusa because we have the opportunity to drive or we need to drive. But even if you do drive, but you know the issues that your friends, your neighbors, your family might have walking in Azusa, or why you wouldn't feel comfortable walking, we invite you to join this group, this focus group, and they just really want to hear from you, and it's an open discussion. So if you're able to join, it's going to be today at 4 p.m. through Zoom with Active San Gabriel Valley, which is a nonprofit organization that is working little by little on improving each city in the San Gabriel Valley. And this time, it's Azusa. If you have any questions, feel free to ask at this time. Okay. So we'll move on so you have enough time to make it to that group. We have, it's that time of year again to vote for the Teacher of the Year at Azusa High School. So it's not just for student voting, but parent voting too. I'm putting the link for the Google form in the chat. It is right here. It's going to be in English first and then in Spanish. And then the questions are about 4 questions only. So you can open up the Google document. You will need to have either a Gmail account or use your Azusa email to be able to access the Google form. But the questions are really, who do you think could be nominated or should be nominated to be Teacher of the Year at Azusa High School? And what are some of the experiences or examples that you have as to why this teacher should be? We know that this year has been really difficult for our teachers, and they've tried really, really hard to incorporate and make learning fun or something doable for our students. So we just want to hear from you, parents, who you nominate. If you need the link later, you can go to our Instagram page and our link tree, right there, or on our Facebook, learn more. It will open up this. And this is what our link tree looks like. This is the Azusa High School's link tree. We have Teacher of the Year as number 2. We have the Family Resource Site as number 3. And other information, Cafe Azteca links, registration, cap and gown information, any grants or applications for what I'm going to share in a little bit, like a Chromebook application. So Our link tree is really awesome, and it's always updated with new information and new links that we want to share with you. Any questions on the voting for the Azteca High School Teacher of the Year? All right. And the really cool thing we're going to present now is paper. Paper tutoring is new to the district for Azteca, and we're still reviewing it and how we're showing teachers how it works, and we want to show you how it works. And it's going to be available to our students really, really, really soon. I think next week, don't quote me, but it's going to be available, and it's going to be a 24-hour, 7 days a week type of tutoring with professional tutors and specific to the class schedule the student has. So I'm going to play the video. Let me know.
Even the most talented writers can benefit from a proofreader. With Paper's essay review, students have access to experts who will review any written work within 24 hours. Here's how it works. Click on Upload your essay. Either drag and drop or select the file to attach. Give us as much information as possible. Tell us what it's about, include the rubric, the prompt, and any other instructions. The more we know, the better the feedback will be. Once submitted, all essays are returned to students within 24 hours. Students can view all of the tutor's comments by downloading their essay. When we review student essays, we never rewrite. We'll point out things like run-on sentences or quotes that were incorrectly cited. And most importantly, we'll make sure what's written successfully fulfills the prompt's requirements, guiding the student to a clear, cohesive essay. With unlimited access to essay review, Paper is an extra set of eyes when you need it.
So that was just a little brief type of example of what kind of tutoring Paper offers. And the fact that they help students with essays is incredible. They also have the schedule of what the students' classes are. It's from 3rd grade to high school, 24 hours, 7 days a week. The tutors are screened and vetted by the company, Paper company. They do not have access to the camera, so they can't see your student. They can only chat with your student. They have a whiteboard capability. They can read messages between the student and the questions that they have. And the teacher has access to all of the conversation that the student and the tutor have. So the teacher is aware of where the student's asking for help, how the tutor is providing that help, and any other details within their interactions is available for the teacher to review and see. So it seems really safe. I'm really excited for it, and I'm really excited that our students and our teachers will be able to have this support, because teachers can get the support for a tutor, and the students will have the support of the tutor as well for 24 hours, 7 days a week. So that will be coming really soon. Once we do find out, we'll be sure to share that with you when it's available. So we encourage to let your student know now that Paper tutoring is coming soon. Any questions regarding Paper tutoring?
No, but you're doing a great job.
Thanks. I know. I forgot to mention I'm here alone, so thank you.
I know. Good job.
Okay, so we're almost done. Just a reminder, this monthly we've been having mental health workshops with the Department of Mental Health through Promoters of Mental Health. And this month we're going to have the topic grief and loss, which I think is really fitting, especially these past recent months. Many of us have suffered a loss, and then you get emotional. But this topic is great because a lot of us don't know how to cope or how to talk to someone, or even just be a good listener about grief and loss. So it's something that we can share with our friends. We invite all community members to join and listen in on the conversation, share our experience if we feel comfortable enough, but really just learn about it and how we can overcome these feelings, or really help our students understand the feelings that they might be facing or we ourselves are facing. So that will be Thursday, the 25th at 6 p.m. The link is available on the Azteca High School website, the calendar, You'll get a text message the night before the meeting also to join. And I will put it in the chat right now if you want to add it to your calendar and save that there. Okay. And lastly, we have the opportunity, if your student qualifies or for free or reduced lunch, they also have the opportunity to apply for this micro grant. Last year, 15 students were awarded this micro grant through this organization. I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to share the Linktree account. So the awards are 5 Chromebooks, 5 pairs of noise cancellation headphones, and 5 supply kits. The total awarded amount of students is 15. So we encourage you to fill out the application if you qualify for free reduced lunch. If you go to the Linktree account on Facebook, under the Learn More button, or on Instagram, the profile page, the first option is Chromebook micro grant application, and you'll just click on that link. It'll open up the web page, and it'll ask you to fill out the information needed. You don't have to write an essay. You don't have to write a certain form. You just hit apply, and it'll ask you for your contact information, and they'll be in contact with you. So it's pretty easy. Why not? If your student can get awarded a Chromebook, that'd be great. Okay, and that's also on their social media account if you want to look a little bit more into it, or I can send you the information. I'll add that link directly in the chat once I have it available. And lastly, just a reminder, next week, Thursday, we have Chat with the Principal at 3:30, and also the Promoters of Mental Health, Grief, and Loss on the 25th, that same day, just at 6 p.m. And one more reminder, it's almost 4 o'clock, so if you want to join the grief and loss, if you want to join the focus group with Azteca Walks, feel free to do so. The link is in the chat, and I'll put it in there again. It's only going to be a 30-minute conversation and discussion. So if you feel like you can do it, I encourage you to. And Mondays from 12 to 12:30, Letty, myself, and Molly have a little drop-in office hour. If you want to pop in, talk about something that you heard, you want some clarification on something, or you need a little bit more support in a certain area for you, your student, or your family, feel free to drop in and we can do a one-on-one discussion, or we can talk over the phone, however you feel comfortable. And the link is always the same. It's also available in the calendar for Azteca High School. And here's our contact information, my phone number. You can call or text me. It's 562-745-7500. And I'm available. If I don't text you back, I'll text you back in the morning. So no worries there. And that is it for now. I wanted to finish early, so if you have the opportunity to take a little break and join the focus group at 4 o'clock, or if you have any questions or comments, I know Dr. Gomez is here. He might want to say something. Not sure. He said no. Thank you.
Sorry, I was in 2 meetings, but hey, parents, just wanted to remind you all. I know it's probably the first time that you're hearing about the Paper Tutor app, but it really is a great opportunity to have your child go online. They can take a picture of their work. They can submit electronically a document, and there's going to be a tutor there 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, to help them edit their paper, to help them do their math problems. And any type of problem. In the Spanish group, they were asking, is it for every subject or is it just math and English? No, the help is for every subject. Today I saw a kid getting help in chemistry. And so just please take advantage of the paper tutoring service. It's there to help your kids at all times.
Dr. Gomez, is that already live? It's already available for students?
It is, but we're having trouble getting the app, the website for paper. So we're hoping that by Monday we'll have more information.
Okay. I also know it's a mobile app available for students, right?
Correct.
Cool. Awesome. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I know Cafe Azteca was overload with information, but it was really crucial information we wanted to share with you. So if you have any comments, questions, you want to stick around, I'm here until 4 o'clock. Otherwise, you're free to go and enjoy the rest of your day with your family.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a great one, everyone.
Thanks so much for all the info, Maritza. Always so much
You're welcome.
good stuff going on. Thank you.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks.
All right. Take care. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's just me.
How'd it go?
I was nervous.
Why?
Oh, I need to stop recording.